Open up your MTT and we're going to discuss powers and exponents. First of all, we're going to look at where the exponent is written and where the base is written. So the small raised number is going to be your exponent. And your exponent tells you the number of times to multiply your base. So the larger number, which is below the exponent, is your base. And your base is going to be the common factor that you're going to multiply over and over again. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at some expanded versions. So this is in expanded form, and we're going to write it in simplified form using exponents. So we have -2 is our base, and it's listed 3 times, so it's going to be -2 cubed times 3, and 3 is listed 4 times, so 3 to the 4th power. Okay, so that is called writing an expression using exponents. If we were told to evaluate, we'd actually find out what the value is or what that number is. So second one is going to be a squared. Now, if I have variables and I have more than one variable, I'm going to use the alphabet to determine what order I'm going to put them in. So a comes first in the alphabet, so it's going to be a squared times b cubed. So if the exponent is 2, we say that it is squared. And if the exponent is 3, we say that it is cubed. Now to completely simplify this, it would be a squared b cubed. All right, let's look at m and n. M comes first in the alphabet, so it's going to be m, and then there's 3 of it, so it's m cubed times n squared, and then we're going to completely simplify that, so it's m cubed n squared. Now, when we're asked to evaluate, that means we are actually finding the value. So, in order to evaluate, the best thing to do is to expand it first. So this is -2 thirds times -2 thirds times -2 thirds times -2 thirds. The base was -2 thirds, and the exponent tells me that I'm going to multiply it 4 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify the numerators. So I'm going to take -2 times -2 times -2 times -2. So if I do hate to hate, this is 4, and hate to hate, this is +4. So 4 times 4 is going to give me 16. And then if I have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, notice that the negatives are always written in the numerator, so I already took care of those negatives. So now I'm going to do 3 times 3, they're both positive, that's 9. And 3 times 3, that's +9. 9 times 9 is going to be 81. So I took the equation that had the exponent and I evaluated it, giving us the value of 16 over 81. All right, so now this is we are trying to find what the area of the deck of the skateboard is. So if the area is given to us as 2 to the 5th power times 7, the first thing that we have to do is simplify 2 to the 5th power. So that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So the base is 2, and I'm going to multiply it 5 times, and then I'm going to multiply it times 7. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 32 times 7, which is going to give us 324. So when we're simplifying, you're always going to use the PEMDAS method and use the upside down triangle. All right, we're going to evaluate, so that means we're going to find the value. The first thing that we're going to do is substitute in the values. So we have to write 3 in for a, and that's 3 squared plus 5 squared. Now we're going to do 3 squared, which is 3 times 3, that's 9, plus 5 times 5, which is 25. And so our 5 squared, which is 25, so then that's going to give us 36. Okay, we're going to evaluate again. So the first thing we're going to do is put in our values. So it's going to be 3. This is called our substitution step. You need to show that substitution step. And then PEMDAS tells us that we have to do our parentheses first. So when do we subtract? Never. What do we do instead? We add a line and we change the sign. So what do we have more of? We have more negatives. And how many more negatives do we have? We have -2. So it's going to be -2 squared, which is going to give us 4. And that's how you do powers and exponents.